Alright, let's get started. These books are in no particular order, although the first ones I'm probably going to show you are the ones that I'm the most excited about, I think, is a book that I have been wanting to read for a very, very long time. And this is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. Anyways, Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. I have never read anything by Scott Westerfeld, and I'm extremely excited to read this one. This is the very first book in the series, and I believe there are Uglies, Pretties, Specials, and Extras. And this book has been all over BookTube forever. Scott Westerfeld is huge in the YA genre. Yeah, so I'm finally excited to read something by him and see how I feel about it myself, because never read anything by him. Yep. So the back, in case anyone cares, Tally is about to turn 16 and she can't wait. It's just a few weeks she'll have the operation that will turn her from a repellent ugly into a stunningly attractive pretty. And as a pretty, she'll be catapulted into the high-tech paradise where her only job is to have fun. But Tally's new... I can't see. There's a barcode. Well, that sucks. Oh, that's sad. Maybe I'll find the rest of what it says, besides the barcode being there, which completely just... Why? Why? Why, library? Why? I can't read that sentence. Oh, that made me sad. But right here it says, a world where everyone's ugly, and then they're not. Who are they? We're gonna find out. Or rather, I'm gonna find out. Yep. So, there we go. Book one. By the way, a lot of these books are YA because I write YA. I know, I'm so selfish. But it's one of my favorite genres, if not my favorite. So sue me. The next book is a book that I've heard a lot about here on the BookTubes. And it is dun, 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 For Darkness Shows the Stars by Diana Peterfreund. You know, that's how I'm going to pronounce your last name, Diana. The chances of you actually watching this video are slim to none, so forgive me. But, yes. So I believe this is the first book, For Darkness Shows the Stars. And it's been several generations since a genetic experiment gone wrong caused their reduction, decimating humanity and giving rise to a Luddite nobility who outlawed most technology. Elliot North has always known her place in this world. 4 years ago, Elliot refused to run away with her childhood sweetheart, the servant Kai, choosing duty to her family's estate over love. Since then, the world has changed. A new class of post-reductionists is jump-starting the wheel of progress, and Elliot's estate is foundering, forcing her to rent land to the mysterious Cloud Fleet, a group of shipbuilders that includes renowned explorer Captain Malachi. I love the name Malachi. It's so sexy. I was going to name my son that, and then, yeah, I got older. Anyway, Malachi went forth, an almost unrecognizable Kai. Oh, no. And while Elliot wonders if this could be their second chance, Kai seems determined to show Elliot exactly what she gave up when she let him go. Girl, you shouldn't have let him go. But Elliot soon discovers her old friend carries a secret, one that could change their society, or bring peace, or bring it to its knees. And again, she's faced with a choice. Cling to what she's been raised to believe, or cast her lot with the only boy she's ever loved, even if she's lost him forever. Oh my God. Duty, love, family, man. What you gonna do, girl? I don't know. Inspired by Jane Austen's Persuasion. Yay. And then I went ahead and also picked up this one, also by Diana Peterfreund, Across a Star-Swept Sea. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Ah! This looks good. Let's see. You know what's sad? I haven't actually, read the jackets. I just knew that they were recommended, and I just snapped them up. And I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. But this one, an imaginative and energetic retelling of the Scarlet Pimpernel. I never read the Scarlet Pimpernel, so this is all new to me, y'all. This is all new to me. Centuries after wars nearly destroyed civilization, the two islands of New Pacifica stand alone, a paradise where even the reduction, the devastating brain disorder that sparked the wars, is a distant memory. Yet, on the island of Galatea, an uprising against the aristocracy has turned deadly. The revolutionaries' weapon is a drug that damages their enemies' brains. And the only hope is rescue by a mysterious spy known as the Wild Poppy. On neighboring Albion, no one suspects that the Wild Poppy is actually famously frivolous teenage aristocrat Persis Blake. All right, girl, you got some layers. Her gossipy flutter notes are encrypted plans. Her pampered sea mink is genetically engineered for spying, and her well-publicized new romance with handsome Galatean medic, what's his name? Justin Halo, is her most dangerous mission ever. Yo! I'm so excited. Justin is hiding things too. His disenchantment with his country's revolution. His undeniable attraction to the silly socialite he's pretending to love. It's a thin line. Pretending. No longer pretending. Persis is also falling for Justin, but when she discovers his greatest secret, one that could plunge New Pacifica into a dark... It's New Pacifica, by the way. Into a dark age, or another dark age, she realizes she's not just risking her heart. She's risking the world she's sworn to protect. Oh my god. Yes. Inspired by the Scarlet Pimpernel, again, haven't read it. Across a star-swept sea is a thrilling adventure in which nothing is as it seems, and two teens from different worlds must fight for a future only they dare to imagine. Oh my god. I'm down with this. All right. If you can't read that, because it's backwards, The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. Yeah, I don't know. I never read it when I was a kid. Never read it in school, and I love me some Mark Twain. The Adventures of, what is it, Tom Sawyer? Huckleberry Finn, one of them. I read those a while back, and it was one of my favorites when I was growing up. Even though I can't remember the title, which is really sad. Let's see. Yes, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Yep. The Prince and the Pauper. Bam. I'm not really going to go into it and read the back and all that. I mean, we should all know the story. Google, Amazon. Come on, guys. An adult book. Yay! I'm acting my age. Whatever. This one is called Incendiary by Cleave, and it's been out for a while. Right here, the Washington Post says, a mesmerizing tour de force. So I'm excited for this one. In an emotionally raw voice, alive with grief, compassion, and startling humor, a woman mourns the loss of her husband and son at the hands of one of history's most notorious criminals. And in appealing to their executioner, she reveals the desperate sadness of a broken heart and a working class life blown apart. Oh yeah. Winner of the 2006 Somerset Mangum Award, winner of the U.S. Book of the Month Club's First Fiction Award, shortlisted for the 2006 Commonwealth Writers' Prize, the Washington Post and Economist's Book of the Year. Yo. Guys, the thing is, when I'm writing a novel like I am now with NaNoWriMo, I need inspiration, and I need people who like have won prizes for writing, you know, so I can read their stuff and get inspired and fired up again. And honestly, that's why I picked this. I mean, yeah, that's why I picked this. So, and I've been wanting to read this for a couple years now. Like I said, it came out 2006, so what? Yay. And then also by him, I picked up his, I believe this was his first novel. Maybe I'm wrong. Little Bee, also by Cleave. So, praise for Little Bee, published in the UK as The Other Hand. That's the UK edition. Ambitious and fearless, searingly eloquent, warm, witty, and beautifully written. A mesmerizing tour de force. This is a haunting work of art. Wow. Stunning. The New York Times. And the dust jacket is what really intrigued me, what it says in here. And it says, "We don't want to tell you what happens in this book. It is a truly special story, and we don't want to spoil it. Nevertheless, you need to know enough to buy it, so we will just say this. This is the story of two women. Their lives collide one fateful day, and one of them has to make a terrible choice. The kind of choice we hope you never have to face. 2 years later, they meet again. The story starts there. Once you have read it, you'll want to tell your friends about it. When you do, please don't tell them what happens. The magic is in how the story unfolds." So excited. The next book I picked up is Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys. And she's the author of Between Shades of Grey, but this is her very first novel. And I didn't pick up Between Shades of Grey because I wanted to read this one first. And I believe this one is set in New Orleans, with characters as captivating as those in her internationally best-selling novel, Between Shades of Grey. Ruta Sepetys skillfully creates a rich story of secrets, lies, and the haunting reminder that decisions can shape our destiny. Next up, I have Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Matson. And this is another one that I have discovered via BookTube. And on the back it has a cute little postcard, and written on it is a mini review. One of the most touching, irresistible, and feel-good road trips I've been on in a long, long while. And by Deb Coletti, who's an author. She writes young adult, mostly contemporary romance. If you have read her, I've never have, but I've seen a lot of her books around. And she's also a National Book Award finalist. Good for you, Deb. When you're on a road trip, life is all about the detours. Amy Curry is having a terrible year. Her mother has decided to move across the country and needs Amy to get their car from California to Connecticut. There's just one small problem. Since her dad died this past spring, Amy hasn't been able to get behind the wheel. Enter Roger, the 19-year-old son of an old family friend who turns out to be unexpectedly cute and dealing with some baggage of his own. Meeting new people and coming to terms with her father's death were not what Amy had planned on this trip. And traveling the loneliest road in America, seeing the Colorado mountains, crossing the Kansas plains, and visiting diners, dingy motels, and Graceland were definitely not on the itinerary. But as they drive, Amy finds that the people you least expected are the ones you may need the most, and that sometimes you have to get lost in order to find your way home. Doesn't that just give you the warm and fuzzies? Now, I just hope that, it's as good as that dust jacket description, okay? And, oh my gosh, look how cute that Matson is. She's adorable. Received her MFA in writing for children from the New School. I went to NYU, so the New School is like a neighbor. I had some friends who went there. A road trip veteran, she has driven cross country 3 times. So far, she currently lives in Los Angeles. Morgan, I really hope I like your book. The highly anticipated in my life, Isla. Who's Isla? And the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. Now, this book is another one that has been all over BookTube, and this is the latest in the series. It's not really a series, it's just they're companion novels, but they're all set in the same world by Stephanie Perkins. And as you all know, this is a contemporary romantic young adult fiction novel featuring cameos from fan favorites Anna. Yay! And how do you say that? His name? Etienne, Lola and Cricket. Lola and Cricket. This sweet and sexy story of true love, set against the stunning backdrops of New York City, Paris, and Barcelona, okay, is a swoon-worthy conclusion to Stephanie Perkins' beloved series. So, yeah. Yep, get in my brain. I'm excited. Yes. 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 I'm so excited. I am so excited for this. You have no idea. Blood Red Road by Moira Young. Yes. Blood Red Road will capture any reader who picks it up. I love everything about Seba. Her language, her intensity, her heart. Everyone should read her story. James Dashner, author of The Maze Runner. I absolutely loved Blood Red Road. What a great read. Moira Young goes over the top with a most engaging heroine. Seba is a crusty, foul-tempered warrior woman who must be covered in scar tissue by the end of the book. But men still follow her around like starving wolves. The dialogue is fast and often humorous. The pace never lets up. No situation is so bad that it can't get worse in the next couple of pages. I especially liked the awakening of the hellworms as they emerge to feed. Well done, Miss Young. Nancy Farmer, author of The House of the Scorpion. So, yeah. I'm not even going to read The Dust Jacket because just no. But the Dustlands trilogy. Blood Red Road, Rebel Heart, and in conclusion, Rising Star. These are the books that I am the most excited to read in this entire haul, and I cannot wait to dive into this trilogy. Oh my god, I can't wait. La la la. This is The Great Escape by Susan Elizabeth Phillips, and this is in the romance genre. Susan Elizabeth Phillips is one of my favorite authors. Her books are in the romance genre, but they are almost chick lit in my opinion, because she is so funny. Like, I've read some of her books and just been like laughing so hard that I'm just crying because it's so funny. I love the way she writes. I love the way that she employs humor, and her character development is great. The romance is always amazing, between two fully realized characters. Never really too cliche. She always manages to surprise me. I love her writing style, and I just love her. You know, the romance genre is maligned a lot and, almost mocked, but I think it's a solid genre. There are amazing writers in that genre, very talented, and there was a time in my life when I read a lot of that genre when I was younger, in middle school, high school. I still enjoy that genre from time to time, and I will always support it. And Susan Elizabeth Phillips, she's one of my favorite authors, and I will always pick up new works by her. Holla. Lucy couldn't breathe. The bodice of her wedding gown, which had fit so perfectly, now squeezed her ribs like a boa constrictor. What if she died of suffocation right here in the vestibule of the Wennet Presbyterian Church? Where do you run to when your life has fallen apart? Lucy Jorrick is a champ at never embarrassing the family she adores. Not surprising, since her mother is one of the most famous women in the world. But now Lucy has done just that, and on her wedding day, no less, to the most perfect man she's ever known. Instead of saying I do to Mr. Irresistible, Lucy flees the church in an ill-fitting blue choir robe and hitches a ride on the back of a beat-up old motorcycle, plastered with offensive bumper stickers. She's flying into the unknown with a rough-looking, bad-tempered stranger who couldn't be more foreign to her privileged existence. While the world searches for her, Lucy must search for herself, and she quickly realizes that her customary good manners are no defense against a man who's raised rudeness to an art form. Lucy needs to toughen up and fast. Her great escape takes her to his rambling beach house on a Great Lakes island. Here, she hopes to find a new direction and unlock the secrets of this man who knows so much about her but reveals nothing about himself. Dun, dun, dun. As the hot summer days unfold amid scented breezes and sudden storms, she'll also encounter a beautiful, troubled bookkeeper, a frightened young boy, a modern-day evil queen, and a passion that could change her life forever. In this dazzling follow-up to her New York Times bestseller, Call Me Irresistible, I'm gonna pick that one up too. Susan Elizabeth Phillips tells the funny, touching, enchanting story of a young woman searching for her destiny and of a damaged man who doesn't believe in second chances. But yeah, I love me some Susan Elizabeth Phillips. If you've never read the romance genre, then she's a great place to start. I recommend, let's see, It Had to Be You. Love that one. I don't even want to explain it. It's good. It's good. Go get it. It's good. I don't know, anything by her. Glitter Baby is really good. Natural Born Charmer. And yes, I am reading off a list of all her books printed in this, because I can't recall them all offhand. But I've never really read like a bad book by her, which, you know, tells you something. So when you're in the mood for some romance, but also has a good solid story with a good plot, and it's not cliche. Sorry about that, y'all. My camera cut off and I had to go free up some memory space. But I was talking about this book, and I was talking about Susan Elizabeth Phillips and how amazing she is as a writer in her genre. She is awesome. She's never let me down. Go pick up one of her books. You will not be disappointed. And last but not least, to finish out this haul is, yes, The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. And I mean, I don't really know if I need to say anything else. Just, yeah. If you've watched my very first video that I've ever filmed on this channel, then you know that me reading this book is kind of a big deal. Okay? And I'll just leave it at that. Go watch that video if you want to know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm excited. And that's it. That's my haul. That is everything that I'm going to be reading in the months of both November and December. So not only was this the library haul, this is also my TBR list, or to be read pile, for November and December, and 2 months because NaNoWriMo. Enough said. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video or in my NaNoWriMo vlog. Peace. Bye.